4 laps, 10 miles, less than 3 minutes.
4 laps of the hair standing up in the back of your hands, and it feels freaking fast.
It feels a bit like you're driving through a tunnel.
For me, when I was driving, it was like after qualifying was over, it's like the rest was easy.
When you're out there in qualifying, you forget about the rest of the world.
And every time you go in, you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
They call it qualifying weekend, but it is a moment all its own, a pressure all its own. One driver on the track, chasing only speed and survival, fighting nerves.
It's the most stressful moment of your life.
There's only a few days that I don't like to sign autographs, and qualifying day is one of them.
It's actually mentally exhausting.
It's the most intense, most stressful 4 laps of anything.
It's rolled into Speedway history, like in 1962 when Parnelli Jones went 150 miles an hour, or in 1996 when Arie Luyendyk went 237.
It's a new track record.
4 laps with the throttle on the floor, no lifting, plenty of risk.
You know, you're not going to be on pole if you're lifting at all.
That is no conversation with your right foot. It's going to go down when you take the green, and it's not coming off.
When you're talking about qualifying Indy 500, you're trying to reach the limits.
Dixon is going to take over pole.
You are so on your tippy toes, and the last thing you want to do is hit the wall at 250 miles an hour, because that's a big bang.
Oh, what a crash! Oh, he hit hard.
To the fastest qualifier goes the pole.
It's like winning any other race on the circuit.
Rick Mears won 6. Scott Dixon has 5, including the last 2. But the pole is a shiny object that signifies but doesn't promise. It takes one type of driving to qualify fastest and another type altogether to win what every driver calls the big race. Only 20% of pole sitters have poured milk over their heads.
Qualifying to me is a lot more guts, but there's a lot of bravery that goes into qualifying. Race day, a lot of here.
Getting out on the inside!
Veterans typically do well because they're sharp.
Outside, that is bold!
But speed will always be seductive. The shriek of an engine running alone. 2.5 miles of open asphalt. The fastest in the world for a week.